Some people have given up meat to help save the environment. But are you one of those South Africans who simply can't resist? Well, you can still make a small difference. Rather ditch the electric stove and light your fire.
If you want to do your bit for the climate, you don't have to give up braaiing, because braaiing is in fact carbon neutral. The carbon dioxide and greenhouse gases that you're putting back into the atmosphere when you hold a braai, whether it's a braai using charcoal or a braai using wood, is simply returning to the atmosphere a loan which you took a few years before.
Protected indigenous species excluded, firewood is usually collected from natural woodlands, plantation forests and cut down to prevent bush encroachment. Where wood is the only energy source in some communities, it's understandable to worry about a constant supply. But South Africa as a country does not need to worry about this.
Our forests produce about 30 million tons of wood per year, our forests and woodlands, that is, and we only use about 20 of that. So we actually have a surplus at national scale.
So what to do if the Springboks play in the quarter-finals? Well, there seems to be only one answer. Janke Tolmay, Johannesburg.
This October Transport Month, we want to invite South Africans once again to use public transport as much as possible.
But can South Africans really ditch their cars and rely on public transport? Our 77-kilometer test showed that money can still buy many commuters safety and comfort, and being on time is an expensive luxury.
In 15 minutes, I will already be at the union buildings. I'll wait for my colleagues there. I'll probably even have some tea and scones before they arrive.
I am now in a taxi that is heading to the Pretoria CBD, which is not, in fact, my official destination. I still need to make my way to the union buildings.
It's really concerning here. As you can see, this door is open while the train is still en route.
The car emerged victorious after 2 hours on the road, but with the associated costs, only a few can afford this. The taxi came in an hour later, but it means 75 Rand out of pocket and sometimes a risky ride. Lagging far behind was the train, a journey costing only 19 Rand, but arriving after 4 difficult unsafe hours. Janke Tolmay, Johannesburg.
So how many of you can actually relate to this? Remember back in the day, perhaps the most creative we could get with Lego was this, building a simple but interesting little house. Well, that's certainly changed.
Yes, the colourful toy building blocks have come a long way since the early 1930s when they were first created. Over the years, Lego has developed many more sophisticated designs.
I also grew up with Lego as a child. The details have gotten better. There's just more to the build. There's more to think about. They've become more complex, but not necessarily so. There's something for everyone here. I mean, literally, the age range stretches from a year to 99 years. There's a huge breadth in terms of age and difficulty and complexity.
This impressive Boerkaap 3D model was specifically built for the Mother City store and is just one example of what Lego looks like today.
This is a brand new set, came out last week. It's 4,000 odd pieces. We've got more Technic sets, which are really engineering type builds. Harry Potter is definitely one of our most popular themes.
This treehouse is made up of over 180 plant-based plastic leaves.
The idea is Lego wants to have the majority of all of its Lego parts made out of plant-based polyethylene by 2030.
With so many choices, playtime can become a lot more fun, even for us. Tanya Neft, Cape Town.
This guy is really good.
He's not a guy, he's a machine.
What are they going to do, replace us?
Come on. You've heard of RoboCop. Now meet RoboDoc.
Chris McCready uses a robot to replace people's knees. He made history in August, performing Africa's first robot-assisted knee surgery. The device creates a map of the patient's knee. Then it gives the doctor directions. Basically, it's a GPS for your joints.
The robot will tell you where to go and will not allow you to take those wrong turns. And that's where the key is for the robot.
Anna-Marie de Wet was the RoboDoc's first patient. She's now returned for a visit, meeting the machine that changed her life.
Cycling was a problem for me because it was hurting. Walking was a problem. Obviously, running was a big no-no for me, however, I still did it. And right now, I think it's just going to get better for me. It's going to make me want to get out there and do more than what I used to.
Experts say robots could eventually help in all sorts of operations. They may not smile much, but one thing's for sure, they're always ready for action.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
Michael Marilia, Johannesburg.
The halal industry is not just about food. And local traders at the second Africa Halal Week are here to showcase a variety of halal certified products, from cosmetics to modest fashion, and of course food and beverages.
The demand for halal is not specific to a particular sector, it's global. So therein lies why we have brought in buyers from all over the world. We have companies or buyers from many parts of Africa, Dubai, Qatar, many European countries, the USA as well, so it's quite a variety.
Exhibitors say Africa Halal Week allows them to compete on the international stage.
Halal and alcohol-free is a huge trend. It's a growing trend. People globally, particularly in the Middle East, are looking for premium alcohol-free beverages. The mipsters, the Muslim hipsters, are saying we're tired of, drinking the soda pops on, flights to Mauritius and Singapore. We now want to drink premium on par with the best wines.
According to the provincial government, halal trade in the Western Cape has increased in the last 4 years from 43.7 billion rand to almost 53 billion rand. Aisha Ismail, Cape Town.